It's Warren here again with Copeland Small Engine Repair. I'm going to show you the heater I use in my shop. My shop is a 40-foot long high cube shipping container. It's not insulated. And when you're in here with the door shut, this thing's airtight, so I couldn't have a heat source that put off fumes like natural gas or a kerosene heater or anything like that. I knew I had to have an electric heater. So I did a lot of research and I came across this one. The model number of this one is DR966. It's an infrared heater by Dr. Heater. The heater does not glow red, it just puts out a lot of heat. I really like this heater. It's wired straight into the breaker box and you use the breaker as the on-off switch. That's how it's designed. But one problem with this heater, I noticed it was kicking off before it needed to. And it wouldn't kick on, for a few minutes. I kept wondering what was wrong with it. And I did some more research and found other people were having the same problem. And one guy figured out that this black box here that's got the thermostat in it, since it's made right onto the heater, it would get warm in there and it would shut off prematurely because it thought it was warm enough in the room. And I forget what he did to fix his, but here's how I took care of mine. I took the bottom of this black box right here off, and I moved it down about 7/8 of an inch and remounted it so that now there's a big air gap around it. See, all this was closed up. This was all completely closed, but now it's got a big air gap around it. You can't take it off because the thermostat is actually connected to it and all the wiring's right there. And this is about as far down as you could pull it because the wires won't let it go any further than that. But what you do is there's 4 screws in the bottom of this piece and 2 more screws in the front of it that screw it to this black plastic. So you take all 6 of these screws out and you get you something to use as a spacer. I just used black fuel line. It's just black rubber fuel line. And you get you some longer screws. These are just wood screws. And I cut 4 pieces of this black hose about 7/8 of an inch long. And got 4 of these longer screws, and just used those spacers I made out of that rubber hose and dropped it down and just remounted it like that. And now you can see there's an air gap all the way around it. And now it works like it should. It will stay on until it actually warms up in here before it shuts off. So if you've got one of these Dr. Heater infrared heaters, model DR966, I recommend doing that little modification to it. It'll work a lot better. But other than that, that thing puts out a lot of heat for the size. It's about 150 bucks. And for a small shop, it works great. But anyway, thanks for watching. It's Warren here again with Copeland Small Engine Repair. I'm going to show you the heater I use in my shop. My shop is a 40-foot long high cube shipping container. It's not insulated. And when you're in here with the door shut, this thing's airtight, so I couldn't have a heat source that put off fumes like natural gas.